More than 200 million mobile phones are used in the United States alone. They seem to be everywhere, and they're growing in popularity. You can use your phone for safety, and you can use your phone for fun. But did you ever think your cell phone could actually save your life? It could, if you choose to ice your phone.
ICE stands for in case of emergency.
It is used by emergency responders in case of, in the event, if you will, of a traffic accident or natural disaster, that if in fact you're rendered unconscious.
ICE is an acronym which stands for in case of emergency.
ICE was conceived to help you when you can't help yourself. ICE makes it easier for first responders to find your emergency contact so you can get the medical attention you need. For example, your husband or wife may be listed simply under their first name, and without knowing their relationship to you, first responders may not be able to determine your best emergency contact. Entering ICE into your phone ensures that the appropriate person is contacted in an emergency.
Your cell phone, is going to have all your contacts in this case, but instead of tabbing through your contact list, not knowing whether those are personal contacts or professional contacts, if in fact you actually have a ICE contact information in case of emergency, we could actually go directly to that contact, knowing that's the person we need to contact concerning your health or well-being.
Anybody who can provide any type of medical history, allergies, medications that an individual may be on should be the individuals who should be on that list.
Any additional information that can be gathered on an unconscious victim could be crucial. Paramedics and doctors have been encouraging the use of ICE for several years. It's a simple idea that had its beginnings in London, England.
The ICE campaign is a program which was started in April 2005 in Britain.
It didn't become popular until later that spring and into early summer when we had the London bombings in a subway. And they discovered that there were many people who, while their purses may have been thrown from their person, many times their cell phones were still attached. And so the idea of ICE then took off.
By choosing to put your phone on ICE, you're being proactive. You're choosing who you want paramedics or doctors to contact if you're ever incapacitated in an accident. It's important to remember that ICE is intended to help you when you can't help yourself. In 2006, the Centers for Disease Control reported that over 1.5 million emergency room patients could not provide contact information because they were incapacitated.
The importance of having the knowledge of medications and allergies, past medical and surgical history, is that if somebody arrives here in the emergency department and we don't know many of the important items we need to know, we could provide the wrong treatment. We could provide treatment which may be detrimental to the patient's health. We could create an entirely different medical situation.
We would love to have past medical history. We would love to have medications to allergies, anything that's pertinent to the individual, any type of medications that they may be on. Why are they unresponsive? Could they be a diabetic? Could they have suffered a stroke? It's just important information that we need to have so we can properly treat these individuals and get them to the hospital as quickly and as safely as possible.
Putting your phone on ICE is an initiative that's been encouraged by paramedics and medical professionals across the country and around the world. There are many instances where ICE contacts have made a genuine difference in someone's survival.
We've had at least one incident in the recent past with an older gentleman who came in unable to speak, and so we used his cell phone to contact his next of kin listed under the ICE program. So it made it very easy for us to contact someone, let them know he was here. They were able to come in, they could bring in his medications with us, tell us his allergies, medical history, made treating him very easy.
Approximately a year and a half ago, I was on one of the interstates down near the Poconos. We had an individual who was a tractor-trailer driver. He was trapped in his vehicle for about an hour and a half was the extrication time. This individual was unresponsive in some pretty bad shape. And the paramedics needed to know exactly what kind of medical history he had, allergies, what kind of medications he was on. It really got down to the point where we had to call a emergency room physician and a trauma physician to the scene, where they really thought that if they were unable to get this guy free from the wreckage, that they would have to amputate one of his limbs. And that information was just crucial at that point. And fortunate enough, one of the firefighters throughout the wreckage was able to find this individual's cellular telephone, and sure enough, within the contacts was ICE for a family member. Contacted the number, their time it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were absolutely able to provide all the information which we needed. And it saved that gentleman's life. It really did.
Putting your cell phone on ice is easy. You can help protect yourself with just a few simple steps. First, select a person you know who's responsible. Then make sure that person is aware of all information that may affect your medical treatment. This includes a list of all medicines you may be taking and any known allergies. Also be sure they have the names of your doctors and medical providers. Finally, for ICE to work properly, enter your emergency contact information into your mobile phone. Simply add the contact as a new entry with their phone number in your mobile phone address book. Be sure to put the contact under the heading ICE, as in Ice Bob or Ice Dad. Informing your family and loved ones may be one of the most important benefits of icing your phone.
This program may not mean a lot to the person carrying the cell phone. It may mean much more to the family and friends of the person who becomes injured, ill, and needs medical care.
Myself personally, if I were involved in any emergency situation, I would love for my loved ones to know about it so they can provide any kind of emergency information to make it easier for emergency personnel. And basically, it's a program that could save your life someday.
Taking just a few minutes today could someday save your life. Remember to ice your phone today and make sure your family does too.